Okay, told you that was fast minute. Got my mapping paper set up. No urgent messages. Let's do this. So I think my strategy with week 1... Hey, Taters! Thanks for the good luck. I think my strategy for week 1 is to save with the king and check the treasury, and if there's Erdrick's armor, then reset. Loot in the throne room. And wings. 13, 21, heal and sleep. That's a good start. The 21 agility is a little bit higher than what we want to start with, but we've got gold, of course, from the key spot that we could potentially take to a town. Potentially buy something good with. See what's in here. There's a treasure guard. Okay. Herb, gold in the lower left. Torch! Torch grind! Try to sleep the wyvern, and then it's going to reward us with the armor, isn't it? Although that might not be the worst thing in the world if we have sleep and can buy a good weapon. Interesting! It sure did, Taters! Look at this! Yep, stay asleep. Look at this. It's gonna be the armor. It's either sword or armor because of open Charlock. Get a couple of levels. 18, 9, 16, 17. Outside. Heal more. It's Erdrick's armor. Let's see how this goes. Let's see how this goes. We can always do a full reset, but I'm gonna save. Try to take this gold to a town for a weapon. And then we don't need to worry about having armor and permanent repel if we can take stuff down with sleep. Maybe I'm going to... We are at the bottom coast. That is unfortunate because that reduces the directions in which we could find a town. But I am going to talk to this fella. Get our magic back so we have a full complement of sleeps and heals available. Okay. Permanent Repel also has us repelling lots of stuff to get to a town. Rainbow Drop is not important in this flag set. Not afraid of swamp tiles with Erdrick's armor. Interesting. The more swamp tile we see, the better we feel about keeping armor. We do have a town. Town of Coal, baby! Okay, broadsword. Leather armor, 7,000. Okay. I mean, we could reset for gold grind too, but I think we're good from here. I think we're good. Let's map. What an interesting start. Let's sleep. We still do have a couple of torches from our torch grind. We can get more. We can, you know, we can slow grind for flame sword. Do we slow grind for flame sword? I think what I'll do is that see what's down in the basement, because this could initiate a grind as well. It's grave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we do have. We opened up the 2 chests. We will have full gold grind. Oh. Okay, we ended sleep. That's Erdrick's sword. That's Erdrick's sword. That was a treasure guard. The way that we ran and it stepped us out. All of a sudden, we don't care about flame sword. 52 attack power. We've got 3 torches. What a way to start. This is amazing. How much damage are we dealing? Okay. We're gonna need more help. If we land sleeps, and with our healing... And if we hit an excellent move... can take this down. Okay, that was a lot of damage. We're gonna try to sleep. Would love an excellent move here. Here's our miss of the sleep. Uh-huh. We're grinding go in 7 minutes. That is an obnoxious start. Obnoxious. Let's try to sleep it. Okay. What a wild start. Okay, that was the Rainbow Drop Cave, which we don't need. It's gonna be all about exploration. Okay. Got another town. I feel really good about finding a silver shield that we can afford. Keys that we don't need. Small shield again. No effect. There he goes. Ah. So many green dragons right here. Oh man. Oh man. Level 7. 6, 22, 14, 1. That 22 agility with permanent repel could be a problem. Even though we've got Erdrick's sword. What we would really like to know is what is on the Hawksnest Spike and the Swamp Spike. This is Swamp Cave. This will give us information. How much damage are we doing to a green? We could take a green. I think we've got to take our chances on this. I don't know exactly how much we're repelling, but if we can get good sleep luck on a green, we can take it down. One more shot should do it. Blammo. Tablet. We're not really looking for much. I guess we'll take a fighter's ring and a death necklace if we find them. Just gold. Okay, so that was there. Loop around, tablet. Southwest corner of the map. And there's a town. Garenham. Let's check the shop. No large or silver shield. We're not gonna buy dragon scale yet. Still want to avoid as much defense as we can, even though incrementally, once we get to this point, there are fewer enemies that we're repelling with a little additional defense, but we're already really running it wild with Erdrick's armor. Stay at the inn. And I guess we're just checking chests for death necklace and fighter's ring. A little bit of gold. Okay, Swamp Cave. There's green dragons in here. I think I sit. We also do have the flute, although golems would be a lot at this point. It would take a lot of damage to bring them down. Ugh. Knights with DL2 breath. Ugh, and heal more. We're not gonna mess with them. Could try putting them to sleep, but I don't think it's worth it. We want to see what the spike is. Level 8? It's heal hurt before more, so we're hoping for the hurt spell as soon as possible. Did not learn it. And it's greens. Let's rock. Okay, we survived. Barely. One more green dragon will be level 9. Nine, 2, 2, 2. There's hurt, okay. Hurt more could be around the table at any point. On the corner. Around the table? On the table. On the corner, around the table. I'm going to try to get out of here and heal. And come back in. At some point we'll go through, but I think sitting on the green is the move. Excellent moves on Magiwyvern almost have us at level 10. Take the gold chest. Again, for whenever we find Silver Shield, we don't know how much it's going to cost. Oh, that DL2 breath is a problem. But now we're strong enough we're two-shotting down the night. It's enough for level 10. No hurt more. No hurt more would be a flag to make this more challenging. Not all of them are gonna go this smooth. This is just ridiculous start, and it feels like I handled it perfectly. Let's swing. Very good. At some point we're going to need to find Charlock. And I'd really like a silver shield. But for now, just banging out these green dragons, probably the fastest that we could deal with anything. HP has come along really nice. Be interested if we find a death necklace. $11. 10610, no spell. Swing again. As long as he doesn't miss, I think we're good. Let's see, 4 of these will be level 12, I think. Question is, how far away is Charlock? And of course, how far away is Go level? I think I should be able, especially with this Magic Wyvern, we should be able to squeeze out level 12 here. Take one more green and then walk out and assume that we'll get a Magic Wyvern or Knight on the way. There goes our last heal more. We have 2 heals and heal walking. That's what we'll do. Level 12. 3-0-15-4. Wow. Maybe we go hunting for Death Necklace? We know there's green dragons on the overworld, but we don't have Hurtmore yet. That's the thing. So if we get like armored knights, I don't know. We've got heal more. I think we need to explore, see if we can find Death Necklace like in Mountain Cave. Boom, here's a green dragon on the overworld. Okay, Star Wyvern with Hurt. That's favorable. We've walked a good way up here without seeing any new locations. Okay, there's a new location. Reckonary defense is 61. I don't think we take the silver yet. I don't think we take the silver yet. It's super cheap, so we don't need to worry about gold. I don't want to take the silver because, like, still taking the Demon Knights and that kind of stuff, I think is beneficial still. Harp Cave, don't care. Oh, golems with weak breath? All day, please and thank you. Maybe this becomes our grind. For which I could definitely buy Silver Shield. Yeah, that's the ticket. I think that's the answer. That dead ends. Ooh, sleep from Starwipe. Sleep and hurt. More of a nuisance than a threat. Let's head back into oh, that is not Breckenary. The Cave of Breckenary. Let's head back into the town of Breckenary. Hands on that silver. Because now we're repelling everything through wizards. I can always downgrade if I want, but I think for now we're grinding golems. Level 13. Okay, we want Death Knight. And there's Hurt more. So I think I'm done sitting here on this grind. Death Necklace could be down in Charlock. I think I've exhausted all of my exploration up here. Let's go back home. That was Rainbow Drop Cave. Irrelevant in this flag set. That is taking us up and out. Can go north. That is just a lake. Lake of fire! Yeah, look at all the swamp tiles we would have been dealing with without the armor. I think taking the armor was the answer. Well, there's Charlock. Do we dive and grind in Charlock and look for Death Necklace at the bottom? Oh, this is interesting. Attack power is 114. 124 with Death Necklace. I think if we see Mountain Cave nearby, we would want to clear Mountain Cave first. Especially since I'm not full on resources, I would go back and fill on resources anyways. Sing map. So Charlock is somewhere kind of up here. That dead ends, that dead ends. No effect. There we go. Don't think I searched for Death Necklace too long, knowing that we can dive and grind and check Charlock. We also we know we need to fight stuff, even if we get the Death Necklace for another level. No, Fighter's Ring could be in Charlock as well. Not as beneficial as Death Necklace, but 2 attack power could tip us over the edge depending on how much strength we get. Next level. There's a dead end. Okay. Exploration with permanent repel and armor and silver shield is very smooth. No encounters. Just freely walk the map. Take stuff that we want to kill, like this green. I'm almost at home. Almost time to return and get magic filled up and then dive Charlock, but still checking to see if we are just near Mountain Cave. Okay, down there, I think was the path to Garenham. Okay, yep, we've been here. I think we've been here. So the only place left to explore is out in the east past Cole. And then north from there. I think we dive and grind Charlock. Look for Death Necklace. Sleep. Well, we'll find out. We'll find out what the next level strength gives us. We're low on strength and we're low on magic. We're very high on hit points. So if we don't get a lot of strength or magic at the next level, then Death Necklace is going to be helpful to push us over the edge for strength. I guess we're not repelling wizards. I thought we were at 81 defense. Oh yeah, no repel in dungeons. No repel in dungeons. Charlock is a dungeon. Ha! Which is good because we'll fight this stuff. No problem. This was the point of a diving grind. I think I'm safe on 44. Not safe on 30. Gonna heal. Just about at the next level. This red dragon will do it. It's got sleep. I'm gonna be careful and heal. We've got a lot of HP to spare. One more shot will do it as long as he doesn't dodge. Oh, I had to say it! I had to say it! I thought he was down. I thought we had dealt enough damage. Well, we're almost at the next level. Almost at the next level. I think I head back in that direction and maybe just get the level on Star Wyverns and Green Dragons along the way, or we'll pop in Charlock and first enemy will probably do it. It's not a wizard. Now the seed is just being annoying. Finally finding a way to be annoying after being super jetty. How much strength? How much magic? Not enough and not enough. And just more, more agility. Oh, wait, what is our... 89 defense. Yeah. Pulling up a bunch of deuces. Stats are dropping deucers on us. So that only puts us at 116. 126 with Death Necklace would be good. Sleep. 25, not bad, given our attack power. Except we kept getting put to sleep. Yeah. So we've got two potential paths here. Like, if we get Death Necklace, I think we're still a little bit short from being able to finish. If we load up on Fairy Waters, we might have a chance, but it's not guaranteed. We only have 10 heal mores with 81 magic. But if we don't have Death Necklace, then we're even more strength away. We get to the bottom, we could also check the Charlock Spike. I want to see what kind of flute music we have. Is this fast? That's pretty short. That's pretty short. Maybe we flute this punk. Just crit. Just flute, just crit. We're almost at level 15 already. That might be one of the fastest flute musics, because the range is like 2.8 to 8 point some seconds, the different music possibilities. That's gotta be one of the fastest ones. That's like right around 3 seconds. And this golem will be level 15. We'll see how far away we are. If we hit go stats, we'll just outside, return, heal up, and come back and make a legitimate dive of this. But with the amount of strength that we need, I'm not feeling super confident. 0163, yeah, that is another pretty terrible level. For as fast as the start went, these last couple of levels are not much help at all. So we still only have 10 heal mores. Speaking of heal, we need to not die to another red dragon. Probably should. Oh, I was like, I probably should have healed there. Did take a chance that it wasn't going to be another sleep. I gambled correctly. A little bit low on magic, so I am kind of conserving it. Excellent move. Helps to get through the Star Wyvern. Trying to get to the bottom and see if we have a Death Necklace. And diving and grinding on the way down. Haven't seen Hawksness. The Swamp Spike is behind Garenham. Ooh, we might die here. Okay, little sleep block action from Ed. Try to find Mountain Cave. Death Necklace could also be in Deep Grave, which I'm much less inclined to check. I also would like to see Cantlin and fill up on Fairy Waters if we don't get back to Brecconary, so maybe we explore for Mountain Cave and Cantlin. You know, the Death Necklace could actually be in Hawksness. It actually has a better chance probably of being in Hawksness on the coordinates, now that I'm thinking it through, even though we've seen no cursed belts. Ooh, looks like... got a cave. Mountain Cave. Okay, this is what we want. Now thinking it through, and Cantlin and Hawksness could be through the other side of Swamp Cave. So if this turns up nothing, I might go back there. The 2 Fairy Waters is helpful. I could load up on Fairy Waters in here. Go Repellent Dungeon's doing its thing. Okay. Not in there. I'd like to get to fill up on Fairy Waters, I think. No, I'm leaning towards the stronger possibility of Death Necklace being in Hawksness or Cantlin. The sleep on the red dragons is a bit of a concern. Also calls for possibly wanting more magic for go level to give us a heal more buffer. We get sucked by a red. Did I miss the turn to Garenham? Or is it right up? I think it's right up here, actually. Also sleep on the Armored Knights. Almost at level 16. Be nice to get the level and see exactly where our stats are going to be. We're going to have that opportunity here on the Armored Knight. Zero, 3, 10, 2 stop spell. This is like Death Necklace or Bust. These levels are ridiculous. We've gotten, I think, the last 3 levels of strength. We've gotten 2, 0, 0. And this is actually, we missed Garanham to the south. Hi, Mrs. Destiny. Whoop, get back here. Load up on Fairy Waters. No, the Fairy Water lady who moves in Brecconary messed me up. She moved, like, she could stand in 1 of 3 spots, and she moved right as I approached her, where she was standing. Get back here. Hey, guess what? We don't have to cast Repel. Holy smokes, 173 hit points. Strength is just so low. 116 is pretty obnoxiously low, and by the time the hit points gets this high, it's definitely diminishing returns, because you can't heal up to 170 hit points. Like, that's absurd. So I think I'm gonna go to Garanham, go through Swamp Cave, look for Cantlin, because if there's coordinates, it's definitely the Death Necklace, because we've got sword, armor, we've got the flute from the throne room, and it's open Charlock, so there's no stones, harp, or token. Could dive deep grave since I'm right here. That sounds awful. Given that we haven't cleared Hawksness or Coordinates. Okay. Down there is Remolder. And then I have to stay on this coast, and then it should take me to Garen. I thought that's what I did before, and it did not. Or I didn't go south, and so I already ended up on the path up to Brecconary. Yeah, we need to go south here. Okay, here it is. This is how we get to Garanham. That was Tablet Cave. Here's Garanham. Let's just outside. There's a town right there. Cantlin. Is the Death Necklace on coordinates? Get back here. Okay, no coordinates, which odds would have said that that's what we would be seeing, so confirmed. Moving on. We want to see Hawksness and clear the Hawksness spike. If Necklace is not in Hawksness, then it's either in Deep Grave or in Charlock. And then we're back to that decision. I think at that point I would quickly dive Deep Grave. But you know what? That's actually slower with no repel in dungeons. We're going to be encountering a bunch of junk that we should be able to run from. Dive and grind down in Charlock for Death Necklace might be better. But we could also be grinding levels that we end up not needing, which is probably what we're doing right now, too. Oh, decisions. Like second continent is bigger than expected. Either that or it connects to first continent in a way that I didn't expect. 2 chests in Grave because we cleared the top 3 already. We did that right away in the seed. And then 7 chests in Charlock. 6 in the treasury and 1 at Judge's table. Late safe, you've got 100 and a million hit points. Yeah, it's 2 out of 7, but the ticket here is I want to find Hawk's Nest, because I don't know what the odds are of it being yet on the Hawk's Nest spike. Yeah, definitely between Grave and Charlock, the odds are greater in Charlock, and we know that we would be grinding good enemies in Charlock, rather than whatever we have in Grave, that we can't repel because of no repel in dungeons. But we're also pretty close to getting another level, and if we get a load of strength or magic, we might be ready to go. We've gotten 0 belts. 0 belts. Ooh, and Stone's Cave, actually. We haven't cleared Stone's Cave. 1 chest in there. The belts is a bit misleading, though, in this situation, because with open Charlock, there are fewer items anyways. Because even though we've seen no belts yet, doesn't mean that there aren't, like, the 1 belt representing the Charlock spike search spot could be in Charlock or Deep Grave. 50216, that might be enough. I think that's enough, especially with Silver Shield. Not there. 121. We've got to go for it. I can check the Charlock treasury on the way down too, because if we get Death Necklace down there, then it's a slam dunk. So the wrong way. Instead of diving and grinding, I'm going to dive to finish, assume that the Death Necklace is down there, and if it's not, I think we have good enough stats to probably win anyways, especially being loaded up on Fairy Waters and having a clear inventory besides the flute. Oh, and wings and torch. Ugh. I guess we could have had a few more Fairy slots. Should have paid attention to that, but we're not going to go back to Breckenary. It's just on our way to Charlock, and hope that Death Necklace is down there. If it's not, then hope for the best. Hope that the red dragons and armored knights with sleep don't slow us down. Could keep fighting. I think we're at a place, though, where we can just skip on fighting stuff and go. And if we fail, we know that there'll be 2 available extra spots for Fairy Waters if I clear my inventory properly. Yep, we've already been down here most of the way, but didn't make it to the bottom. We ran out of magic and took a death to a sleeping red dragon, which is still a moderate threat, even though we have such a massive HP buffer. The armor knights and red dragons with sleep are a concern. Yep, it could be on Judge's table. I think if it's not down in the treasury, we're gonna try to finish the fight. And see how that goes. That'll be a good practice, good experiment. Especially with Silver Shield, like, we've got good defense. We'll be taking less damage. 91 defense. I think that puts... I can get Nightbot to tell us in a second. Get a free hand. Uh-oh. And 91 puts... We're safe at 49. It's the maximum that DL2 can swing on us is 47. Across the straightaway. Ooh, we're in the basement. Show me Death Necklace. Even Fighter's Ring would be a big help right now. Fighter's Ring for 2 more attack power. That would make me feel moderately better about the fight. Death Necklace is not... Oh! There's our cursed belt. There's our cursed belt. Okay, I'm confused. Was there something in coal? I'm confused. It must have been the fairy flute, but I thought flute was in the treasury. I'd have to go back and look. I thought coal had nothing as well. I thought coal had nothing. There's definitely no coordinates. And there can't be anything at Hawksness. Huh. Well, we've got the Death Necklace. Got the Death Necklace. Unlikely, Taters, but possible. But even if I did, here's the thing. Even if I searched the wrong tile, I've gotten everything. Because I thought the flute was in the throne room to start the game. We're just gonna put on the Death Necklace. We don't need the extra HP for DL1. I thought the flute was in the throne room. Armor was on a treasure guard in the treasury. Sword was in the top of grave on a treasure guard. And I thought the coal search spot was empty. And there's no coordinates. And by deduction, there should be nothing in Hawksness because there's... Or maybe it counts... Maybe the cursed belt counts for, like, a replacement spot for the, like, token harp and such that aren't in here because of open Charlock. I wonder if that's how it works. Well, we're at 22. We're on to the fight. 32. Might be better just to swing and not... 47. Getting a lot of doubles. 60. 68. Fairy waters are still beneficial with 8. 78. 93. 5. 115. 130. 142. 150. 'Should get him on these 2 swings. 161 is enough. We could have gotten this like 2 levels ago. Oh, if I would have just banked on Death Necklace down in Charlock, and if I would have made it down there the first time, it would have gone better. We would have saved 10 minutes probably. Although getting the fairy waters still did help. And that level where we got 16 magic was critical. That was the last level. So there still was some grinding to do. Interesting practice. Interesting way with the start of how to handle opening armor in the treasury that we were able to grind fairy waters for. And had the sleep spell to take down the wyvern. Which isn't always the case. Like, that could have been a wizard treasure guard, and we wouldn't have been able to put it to sleep. Or a star wyvern, and would have been much more volatile. So the fact that it was a wyvern treasure guard, which is one of the easiest to take down, especially with sleep, made a big difference. If that would have been a wizard or even a green dragon, that would have changed the complexion of the seed a lot. Very interesting how this one turned out. And then we went downstairs for Grave and got a rogue scorpion. I'm like, I'm gonna run away. I want to clear these chests, and it gave the tut 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 tut. Run away, like as if you're like exiting a location, like going through the stairs. That sound, which tells us that it was the rogue scorpion was a treasure guard. And then I was like, the only other item that could be guarded is Erdrick's sword. We need to take this down. Pretty cool. That one was an interesting experience. Well, I will be on again tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. Let's see what's going on. Oh, let's drop it on Darthlings, doing some Final Fantasy 1 randomizer and then some Zelda races. So looks like Darthling will be on for a while. Well, we got through a Dragon Warrior 2 randomizer race, 2 minutes behind Milius, and then got ourselves in a Week 1 Winter League practice seed. We'll be doing some more Winter League practice throughout the month. Winter League signups are open. Register to join. It begins the week of February 2nd, 5 weeks of regular season, and then 3 weeks of playoffs. A lot of fun, a lot of interesting flags. Like this one. Enjoy the rest of your day. See you tonight.